In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use the ArcGIS API for Python to grab the OID field from a feature layer in ArcGIS Online. Now, often you may not know what the OID field is. It could be Object ID, FID, OID, or another name that someone has given the Object ID field. So let's check it out. Up top, we are importing the GIS class. This will allow us to access ArcGIS Online and its contents. We're also importing the FeatureLayer class from the ArcGIS.features module. This will allow us to create a FeatureLayer object from which we can get the object ID field name information from. We first access ArcGIS Online and we'll set the calling of our GIS class constructor to a variable called AGOL. We have one user input, and that is that we need a FeatureLayer URL. So I'm going to pop on over to ArcGIS Online and grab a FeatureLayer URL. Here I'm using Living Atlas and I search for Ireland hospitals and it's provided by Esri Ireland. I scroll down, I have the hospitals in Ireland point layer, which I'll click into, and over on the right hand side I will copy the URL. Now I have no clue what the OID field for the hospitals in Ireland feature layer is. It could be Object ID, more than likely is, but I'm going to use the ArcGIS API for Python to retrieve that information for me. So let's head back over to our script. I'm going to paste in the feature layer URL. Now I want to use that URL and create a feature layer object. So I'm going to call the feature layer constructor. I'll set the URL as our feature layer URL and the GIS as our AGOL variable that represents our ArcGIS Online. We'll assign our feature layer object to a variable called FL for feature layer. Now you can access a feature layer object any way you please. You can use the item object layers property or the feature layer collection layers property or any other approach to obtaining a feature layer object. The feature layer object has a properties property and that retrieves a whole host of properties, but there's one in there that we're interested in, and that is the object ID field property. That will retrieve the name of the OID field that we are interested in. So let's run the script. And look at that. The object ID field was not object ID. It is in fact FID. So this is a very handy way to not have to hard code in an OID field. If you do not know what it is, you can retrieve it using the ArcGIS API for Python. That's a very nice approach, using the ArcGIS API for Python if you do not want to hard code in an object ID field. Now below this video you'll find links to the blog where you can find that code, and there's other links down there for videos and such. Be sure to comment or like this video, and we'll catch you in the next video.